Bro, this one, Whittaker versus Khamzat Chimaev in Saudi Arabia. That one is gonna be fucking wild. That's a wild one. That is a wild fight. Bro, Whittaker versus Khamzat is legit. That's a real fight. That's a real fight for Khamzat because Whittaker's a big dude. He's a big, solid, beefy 185, former champion. You know, both guys started at 170, but they were cut. It was too hard to make the 170. That's a real 185er as opposed to they gave him Kamaru Usman, and Kamaru didn't have a chance to prepare for that. He had 10 days. That's not enough time. I don't know what kind of shape he was in. Couldn't really test.
He's always in shape.
He's always in shape.
He's always in shape.
Sure. But famously, Kamaru has bad knees, like real bad knees. So I don't know how hard he was training, whether or not he prepares the way, like maybe he only sacrifices his knees during training. And then when he's not training for a fight, he takes it easy. So he doesn't stay in the same kind of shape. I don't know, but I know he was winning in the third round. Kamaru, if that was a 5-round fight, who knows how the fuck that fight would have went. And, obviously Kamaru's world championship caliber, the best welterweight of all time by most people's accounts. And, it's not enough time. Not enough time to get a guy like that to prepare for Kamaru, to prepare for Khamzat. But at least we got a chance to see what Khamzat looks like against a world-class, world championship caliber fighter. So this was a big one. This is Robert Whittaker with plenty of time to prepare. Guy who is just as legit as they get. Just beat Paulo Costa. That's a good fight. I like that. What does Colby cut? He doesn't cut much.
No.
18 pounds in a day.
He's a company man.
Yeah.
Did that.
Well, he's right there. It's him, and you got Bilal Muhammad. You've got a lot. Khamzat at 170, he's the motherfucker, right? But it's like, can you be assured that he's going to make 170?
Yeah.
Or here's another possibility. Did the athletic commission him? Did they pull him out when he could have made it because they decided he looked bad? And he's like, yeah, I look bad.
That
but
time
I always
when he missed weight by 9 pounds?
Exactly.
Yeah.
8 pounds. Yeah.
Right.
But that was New York.
Right.
And they have done things in the past that show to me that they're a little more stringent on their enforcing of certain rules, and they'll stop fights when maybe another commission wouldn't. They won't allow fights to happen if other commissions would. They're very cautious. So maybe that had something to do with it. That they pulled him because they did make the decision to tell him to stop cutting weight.
He's big.
He's fucking huge.
I remember we saw him backstage in Florida, I think, and he just looked giant.
But the thing is, 85. Now you go from,
that's a big gap.
Right, but I want you to think about it this way. Think about Colby, the size of Colby, and then I want you to think that if the next one up from Colby is Alex Pereira.
That's a big man.
So when you're talking about Khamzat, if Khamzat and Colby fight, that's a fascinating fight.
Yeah.
But if Khamzat fights someone like Paulo Costa,
right,
now you're dealing with a totally different size human. It's a totally different size human.
So Colby.
So as big as Khamzat is, if he can make that 170, and I don't know that he couldn't have made it. The thing is, if they can say you look too sick, you look like shit, but everybody looks like that if they check in on you. If you're going to cut a big weight cut, but if they know how to do it, they do it. And I don't think he missed weight any other time. Google that, find out if that's correct, because I do not believe he missed weight. I know he fought Gerald Mearshart at 185 pounds, and he knocked him out in one round. He fought Kevin Holland at a catch weight of 180, and the other fights, I believe he made 170.
Who was that? Remember he was talking to Dana?
Yes.
What weight was that?
That was 170.
Okay.
That was the Leech Leon. Yeah, that was wild. You want to talk about levels above? When someone can carry you over to the boss and then fuck you up. Talking shit. I kill everyone! Yeah. I kill everyone! But you're not going to do that to Paulo Costa. That's my point.
Right.
You're talking about a totally different size human being.
I get it, yeah.
Totally different thing. It's that gap is too big, in my opinion. I think there's 10 pounds. I think it should be 75, 85, all the way up.
Well, 65?
Yeah.
75, 85?
Yeah, 55, 65, 75. It totally makes sense.
Yeah.
And if you did that, I think you'd have like more reasonable choices that guys would make in terms of cutting weight or in terms of, you know, going up. But ultimately, I really strongly believe that for the health of the fighters and just for the just to really solidify what the sport has the potential to be, people should fight at their actual weight.
Yeah.
Their actual weight.
That's what I was going to say. So if Khamzat can cut all the way down and Colby's more natural, is there an advantage?
There's definitely an advantage, but there's not an advantage in terms of endurance.
Performance, I'm saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're a bigger man, but can you perform?
Well, it's questionable because we've never seen him fade. He's got incredible endurance because he fought that fight with Gilbert. And
3 rounds.
Yeah, but it was a fucking war.
It was.
That was a wild slobber knocker of a war.
He got hurt.
He did. But Gilbert is a fucking savage, though.
Dude, what do you do if you're the UFC? You put all this stock in Khamzat. He's just eventually this going to we got to move on.
So did he get food poisoning? Is that what happened?
Somebody from his team said that, and then
they backed off that story.
Such a bad story. Come on, fellas.
Did they back off the story?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
What are
I
they
think
saying
Darren
now?
Till said something. I don't remember.
What are they saying?
Bo
now?
Nickel alluded to the fact that he's always partying, like hanging out all the time.
That Khamzat is?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, Khamzat's got a lot of bread, bro.
He does?
Got a lot of money. Yeah. Yeah. He's hanging out with some people that have a lot of money.
And the same people Khabib's hanging out with. You ever seen what Khabib has?
Yeah, he's got
Have you
some
ever looked
money.
at the land he owns in Russia?
Well, when you're friends with Putin,
they take care of their athletes, especially if they're fighting.
Yeah.
Bro.
also the Arabs, also the Saudis and stuff love
Yeah.
Khabib. Khabib is wherever he goes and should be.
Well,
treated that
Khamzat
way.
is friends with that Kardiev guy, the guy who's the leader of Chechnya.
Yeah,
he'll kill
he
you.
won a Nobel Peace Prize.
He'll kill
Did
you.
he really?
No, he did not. No,
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He's
Did I
not.
get that letter?
He is not. He's a warlord.
With Khamzat, it's tough
Whoa.
at the UFC because we don't even know if he can fight in the States, right? He can't fight here, and then
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
he has the longest COVID ever, right? He keeps getting hurt.
Well, the problem with him was when he got COVID, he would not stop training. And so he had full-blown COVID, and he was just beating his body into the ground every day. And
It's
then
a
wound up in
shame,
the
man.
hospital multiple times in the
I
hospital.
know, it's a shame. He's
Yeah.
a bogeyman that might never come.
But when he fights, it's pretty goddamn exciting.
Yep.
Although I did think Kamaru beat him in the 3rd round. I was like, if that was
Correct.
a 5-round fight, that's a difficult fight for him.
Yep.
Because you're dealing with a real champion, knows how to pace himself, guy who's been there, struggled before, knows what it feels like.
Also, he really doesn't have a significant win at 85.
No.
He's never beat an 85er.
Not a real good one. Joe Milshart, he's beaten a couple of guys.
Not like
the Khamzat
not
thing
that
was short notice.
Not that tip of the spear.
Excuse
though.
me, the Usman thing was not.
Did he come in having 2 fights in 2 weeks? Or?
In the early days of his career, he did that. Yes.
I think that forever has him in Dana's good graces.
Yeah. Well, he's also incredibly excited.